Hey guys, what's going on? It's Pubdles here, and we're gonna check out Pillars of Eternity. It's the new isometric RPG that's been released by Obsidian Entertainment. Similar to, or the same guys that released Baldur's Gate 1, 2, Icewind Dale, Planescape Torment, maybe. And it seems similar to those games, except that it's not D&D. They kind of made their own rule set for it, because I guess they don't have the license to that anymore. It was a Kickstarter game, and I was a backer, so I mean, it's been about 2 years since I bought this game, and now I'm getting it, so yeah! Let's just dive right in. Easy difficulty is strongly recommended for those who are new or recently returning to real-time party-based RPG. I'm gonna say I am. I mean, the way this game is structured isn't the same as Dragon Age Inquisition, so if it's too easy, we'll bump it up, but we'll check it out for now. Got a pretty cool look to it. Pollination commands is an important part of combat in Pillars of Eternity.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay, so you're on the Oregon Trail, and then you get dysentery. Got it. Oh, Oregon Trail. Male, female, okay, that's pretty straightforward. Let's be a male. That's pretty straight, you know, I'm a guy, let's be a guy. Humans, 1 resolve, 1 might. Okay, I don't know. I guess might is the strength. Yeah, these are giants, so he has +2 might, so it's probably the strength equivalent. Dexterity, Constitution, sure. What is an Orlan? Okay, so they're kind of like dwarf elves. Or gnomes. Maybe they're like gnomes. I guess the game's gnome equivalent. And godlike, that sounds pretty cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm in. That's I like that. Sure, let's go with godlike. Death godlike are the most distrusted of their kind. Strange growths cover their eyes, or in some cases entire face, giving them a sinister appearance. The growths are transparent for the godlike, but opaque from the outside, hiding their features. Death godlikes are commonly killed at birth because many cultures consider them to be harbingers of doom. When Death Godlike attack an enemy with 25 or less endurance, their damage is increased. Bodies of the Fire Godlike often resemble hot metal or burnt wood or stone with harmless flames that erupt from the cracks within their skin. Okay. Battle Forged, when reduced below 50% endurance, Fire Godlikes glow like metal in a forge, gaining the damage reduction and doing a small amount of fire damage to any creature who hits them in melee. Moon Godlike! What the hell? Oh my god, that is so ridiculous. Okay, sure. The most tolerated of the godlike, while the skin tone and a large moon-like growth on their foreheads may be strange to some, their appearances are generally considered more palatable by the other kith. Every encounter, when reduced below 75, 50, and 25% endurance, moon godlikes generate waves of healing moonlight that restore endurance to them and their allies. Nature's godlike appear to be a fusion of human and animal features, often covered by plants, moss, or fungi, led to the common stigma that they are diseased, and many are killed at birth because of it. They grant a bonus to might, constitution, and dexterity when endurance is below 50%. I think we gotta go with Death Godlike. Fuck, that's creepy. I wonder if we'll be able to change these horns. I'm not the biggest fan of like the super long horns. Body type. What? Oh, okay, sure. He's so out of proportion, it's funny. Look how big his head is, his tiny little body. That's ridiculous. Oh, guys, like the head gets wider and everything's bigger than the human head. It's like the same size as the giant head. It's on this tiny little body. Look, the head's okay. The head's normal size there. I think we'll just go human body type. Let's just keep it simple. Barbarian, fighter, paladin, ranger, wizard, rogue, priest, monk, druid, chanter. Cipher. What's a cipher? Discovered in the Eastern Reach. Ciphers were once called mind hunters. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. By the Glanfathans. Ciphers have the ability to directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and psyche, using an ally or enemy's essence as the focus of their magic. Interesting, okay. Enchanter is a druid, I think. Wizard or Cipher. Arcane Assault, mid-range attack that hits a small area for raw damage and can leave targets dazed. Wizards have access to a variety of very low, very low, very low, very low. What are yours? Very low, low, average, high. Let's try out Cipher, because wizards are wizards, and we all know what wizards do. They do wizard things. Okay. Antipathic field creates a toxic physical manifestation of the mutual antipathy between the Cipher and the enemy target. Anyone caught in the path will be between the two will suffer corrosive damage. I can't speak this morning, I'm sorry. So I guess it makes a link between you and the enemy, and then like anyone that walks between that gets hurt. Maybe? That might be handy. Eye strike shocks an enemy's visual receptors, dazing, blinding them, as well as blinding nearby targets. Okay, that's straightforward. Mind wave. Target becomes the object of concussive blast of psychic energy, suffering raw damage from the trauma. Characters in a conical area behind the target, failing a fortitude check, are knocked prone from the blast. Okay, so that could be very useful. Soul Shock. Briefly transforms the outer shell of an ally's target's soul into energy, releasing an electrical burst around them. Characters standing in the area around the target take shock damage. Tenuous Grasp. Assails the target's grasp on reality, frightening and confusing them. Sure. Whisper of Treason. Imparts a bedeviling secret to an enemy, causing its allegiance to bend, charming them for the duration, for 10 seconds versus will, plus 10 accuracy. Whatever they... Sure. I think we'll just go with these two. Do some damage. And then what do we want? We want Might is recommended, so it increases damage, healing, and fortitude. Dexterity is action speed and reflex. Intellect is area of effect, duration, and will. Self-concentration, deflection, and will. Perception, interrupt, deflection, reflex, and constitution is endurance and health. Fortitude, sure. So this one's got the gold star. I think we should probably max that one out. Yeah, let's max that one out. 54 area of effect, 45% duration, and 18 plus 18 will. That seems like a worthwhile investment. Let's bring both of these up to 14. Should I just do that? I feel like let's do 13, 13 and increase Constitution so I have a little bit more health. Right? Sure. Let's go with that. Oh, culture! I'm a cultured death godlike. Alright. Aider. Resolve. It's got like a big hammer. Okay. The Deadfire Archipelago. Kind of a cool name for a culture. Isometric planes. Isometric planes, we'll say. I guess they all impart some bonus. This one gives me intellect, constitution, might, perception. I think we'll go a little overlay, yeah, because it gives intellect, and intellect is like what we want, apparently. Aristocrat. You've lived your life among the mobility, yeah. Your days have been marked by lavish meals and extravagant parties, your conversations peppered with talk of pedigree and bloodline. That sounds terrible. Dissident, you've made a name for yourself as a troublemaker. Disrespect for authority and a lack of care regarding the rules and recurring themes in your life. Oh, I can be a slave. Lucky me. I don't know what athletics and survival do for you, so... or mechanics, or lore, or whatever. So, let's just be a mercenary. Blade in battle is your way of life. You solve your problems by pulling out your weapon and applying force. Okay, so you can't change your head. Dude's got no fucking face. How does he wear a helmet? Am I gonna get helmets in this game? It's Rhino Man. Oh man. Oh boy. Fuck. I think we're just gonna go with the standard one. Rhino Man was pretty great. Just like, yeah, no, that's what I look like, definitely. This is the only death godlike, so.
Bring them down!
Nice and slow.
Yes?
I've got this.
To whispers and shadows.
Nope.
I've got this.
Nope.
Let's keep quiet.
No.
Follow me. Take him down.
Maybe.
Steady does it.
Now I am the leader of the group. Kill them all!
Yeah, we'll go Sinister. I mean, come on, the fucking Death Godlike. And we'll name ourselves Pubdles. Level 1 Cypher. So here it is, we got dysentery on the Oregon Trail, and we had to stop. Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis. Okay. Caravan Master Odema.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
Which case I'll be suspecting you be dead in less than a day.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Oh, he was talking to his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfell there. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay. Sure, let's
Hold
go.
on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow. So she's exhausted.
Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Oh, great.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
What's a Beawick?
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
5 characters, sure. Select the party member, sure. Move anywhere, sure. Sure. Alright.
What is it?
Let's
As you
go.
wish.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
You got sundries for sale? You see a simple man wearing simple but mostly neat clothing. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his
A whole
tunic.
wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving
Say,
on the
is
road.
there anything you need?
Yeah, let's see what you got. I don't know what I use. Alright, like I don't... I guess we won't take anything, because I have... she's got like a flaming axe, and I got swords, and we'll put on a cape. I got the cape! Oh, giant miniature space piglet. The fuck? This tiny titanic pig has an otherworldly appearance that seems to be at odds with its endearing behavior. It follows you dutifully and requires nothing in return save companionship. Okay. I guess that's a pre-order thing. A rapier and a stiletto. And then Guan's Pledge. Grants Guan's Pledge. This item grants the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world of Eora, an aspect of the gods Eothas. I don't know how to say that. Guan represents the harvest of old age, symbolized here by the many interlocking sickles that form the ring. As Guan helps protect the dignity of old age, so too do his followers pledge to prevent young lives from being harvested before their time. I don't know what it does.
Of course.
2 per rest, restores a moderate amount of endurance and to the wearer every time it's used.
Yes.
Look at that little space pig! Oh, he's so cute! Space pig! I want to pet it. Okay, you can't pet it. What's up, dude?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Those outcroppings!
Hmm?
Okay. Young wolf. Knock down that young wolf.
Yes. As you wish.
How do I use my abilities? Mind wave. Mind wave. Mind wave it.
Bring them down!
Oh! He turned into a bag of goods.
What is it?
Wolf hide. The pig's gone over to eat that cow corpse. Okay.
Hmm?
What is it?
This is it.
What? This? That looks like a regular old bush to me. I don't know what that guy was saying. Oh, you'll notice it when you see it. It's a bush. You look like you've seen your share of action. What did you do before you came out here? I'll say I'm a war veteran, yeah? How is it that you happened to come here? I fought for the wrong side, didn't need the reminder. I fought beside people far better than me, but somehow I'm the one who made it out. Can't reconcile that. All I know is war. Maybe this is my way out. Maybe this is just the way to the next one. You've got a lot on your mind then. Hopefully things work out in the end, but in my experience they don't always. Oh, fuck you. Thanks. Kalisha breathes in her surroundings. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You have to settle. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? I haven't given much thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. I hope to meet someone, fall in love, probably the same things I did before. I'm just looking for some adventure and getting into trouble. I'm going to find some new friends. Probably the same things I did before. Just the scenery will be new then. Sometimes that's all it's needed. Anyways, I'm wasting time here. Odemo will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Wait, why are you here? Kalisha sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. Haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Isometric. But I'll do anything for her. She's well, she's a much better woman than me, so I'm here, and we'll see. Sure. Odima I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive her out this way, but he's doing it for me. Sure. Let's go back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. What do you mean? Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's go get your water.
Well, as you wish.
Let's go find Spar. You know what? Sparfell's gonna be dead. He was over here, so I guess we can kind of meet up with him here. Okay, let's go down to the stream. Like, we're gonna find Sparfell's, like, mangled corpse or something. Okay, we'll cross the bridge, because...
Went hunting. At least you left the water skins. Come on.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Uh-oh. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, a spastic wobble in his ordinarily deft stride as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfell? Are you alright?
Sparfell's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Don't worry, pig. You're good.
Ambush!
Ambush! Okay, well... Why are these guys, like, they're
What you
hunting
need?
humans? They're hunting us! Let's take this
Yes.
guy down. Let's focus our attacks.
Bring them down!
Sure, we'll soul shock you. Isn't well suited to penetrating an enemy's damage reduction. When the attack hits, the damage reduction will wipe out all but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You'll hear your characters complain about it when it happens. Take heed, note the damage type that's being blocked, and then switch to a weapon or spell that does a different damage type. Okay. Stab you in the back. Oh!
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Maybe we should check on Sparfell. Is he dead? Hey, Sparfell. I guess he's dead.
Well, as you wish.
Okay, we'll just leave him behind. Oh, everyone in camp is dead. Fantastic.
Of course.
And freaking-tastic.
Well, of course.
Glenfathan leader, all around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy on the blood-damp earth. Kalisha puts the back of her feet hard to her mouth. Ugh, wow. Oh boy! Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth, as if to ward away the horror like a poisonous vapor. Fuck. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs as they prepare to add you to the sprawling pile beneath them. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Heoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Why have you done this? The ruin has not been sullied by your hands, men of Doan Fish. I guess we'll use the lower one. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. You have one rank in disposition reputation. These reputations present how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputation will be favored by some people. Okay, sure. So I say again, lay down your arms. Oh, requirement not met. Intellect 15. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I am guessing you are worshippers of Gallowayne. If Gallowayne told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? One level in athletics. The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Heoden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It has always been known to my people. I see, and what of Gallowayne's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Gallowayne would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? The man's nostrils flare as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did, just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle and he nearly fumbles it, affording Heoden the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead.
How can I help?
Heoden, go attack that hunter.
What you need?
Run over, attack that hunter. Wait, what's your ability? Are you a pro? Blinding strike. Sure. Blind the hunter.
Well?
Me, I'm gonna use Mind Wave. Boom!
No prisoners! Kill them all!
How can I help?
Oh, get away. Come back in. Yes! Killing blow.
Well?
Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companion is now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents with an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin like a jetty beginning to succumb to the surge of a great wave. And where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against the wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bowel, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, to his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
No, pig! The pig is staying behind! Rip, pig. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Heoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Heoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind. From your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. throw your weapon at the attacker. Your aim is true and the hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching at his feet, Heoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it, securing his other hand. You pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Well, shit.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
How can I help?
Yes.
Well, guys, I'm going to call it here. That's going to be the end of the first episode. We'll come back and check more of this out later. It seemed pretty cool. If you guys have any suggestions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and I will see you guys for the next episode. Thanks for watching.